Sumimasen! I lost in Vice City.
Привет, Сони.
Томми, давненько не виделись.
Да,
Я знаю, ты просто переполнен эмоциями. 15 лет.
как будто это было вчера.
Думаю, что это перспективная вещь.
Эй, работать на семью это не слишком сладно. Но семья разбирается сама, да? И так дело не вышло. Ты сидишь на белом золоте.
Послушай, Сони, нас подставили, это была ловушка. Гарри или погибли.
Ты лучше не толкай фуфло, Томми. Скажи мне, что ты получил деньги.
Нет, Сони, у меня нет денег.
Это были мои деньги, Томми, мои деньги. Ты лучше не играй со мной, Томми. Ты знаешь, я этого так не оставлю.
Постой, Сони.
Я лично заверяю, что верну тебе деньги и наркоту. И пришлю тебе головы тех, кто за этим стоит.
Еще бы, ты не дурак. Томми, но предупреждаю, я тоже не осел. Если бы это был кто-то другой, он был бы уже трупом. Но поскольку это ты, поскольку я знаю, что случилось, я позволю тебе разобраться.
Сони, я же дал слово.
Я с тобой свяжусь. И помни, что это в твоих же интересах вернуть мне мои деньги. Ты должен помнить об этом каждую секунду.
Не волнуйся, Сони, все будет окей, ты же меня знаешь.
Иди и поспи немного. Он говорит, я всю ночь сидел в темноте на этом стуле и пил кофе. Это катастрофа. Нас ужасно обманули. Послушайте, эти гориллы собираются прийти сюда и оторвать мне голову. Это ведь смешно.
Careful, pretty boy.
What's wrong with today's you?
Damn, man! Хороший мотоцикл. Где твой мотоцикл?
Yesterday, my youngest, Jono, killed the postman, but at least he was trying. So I gave him a cuddle, I told him to hit Daddy next time he comes home late smelling of cheap perfume.
Okay. It's time to take a break before we hear about any more criminal acts against government employees. You're listening to Pressing Issues. Morality is the subject at hand. Let's explain exactly how free radio without commercial breaks works. We'll be right back.
You're listening to VC. You can't listen to an hour's worth of programming on this station without us begging for money. It's the bi-daily begathon here on VC.
Доброй ночи. Я полагаю, что вы тут по поручению господина Розенберга.
I can assure you, vegetarian performance art must be stopped. Jump!
Ты будешь работать на моего отца?
Возможно.
Ты и дальше будешь держать свою руку у меня на коленях?
Возможно.
сложно иметь богатого и могущественного отца. Ладно, еще увидимся, красавчик.
Не сомневаюсь.
Ну я надеюсь, вы хорошо провели время, а то я схожу с ума от беспокойства. Что вы обнаружили?
It's like to be free of bondage. Everyone out there in Vice City, take your clothes off. If this is the land of the free, let's start with our...
Что ты уставился? Заткнись. Эй, сделай меня, ты, засранец.
О, пора идти, парень. Сделайте из него котлету. Тогда он...
Сюда! В этом городе ты должен понять одну вещь. Тебе тут будет очень жарко. Давай оружейный магазин в паре кварталов отсюда.
Retailers, real estate developers, and I've cut the cost of policing, saving the city 2% or 25 cents per household over a 6-year period.
At the expense of society. Think of the little people. Poor people have no voice in this city. Every time I find a park to meditate in, someone brings in a bulldozer and builds condos. The madness must stop.
So you suggest we just stop making babies? People need a place to park their boat and trailer and to put their swimming pool. You're beginning to sound red, and by that I mean you prefer a hammer and sickle over a hamburger.
I'm not little. I'm 5'5". It's time for corporations and all of capitalism to step aside for naturalism. You're not saving this planet. You're spending it. Your credit is no good. And wiser. I know everything. I've seen a lot of the world.
What does the rest of the world have to tell us about how to do things? Build more trains? Have people elect their leader rather than an elite electoral college? Ride a bike to work like a Girl Scout? Or a clown with dietary concerns? No thanks, Vladimir.
I'll agree with that. People from other countries are good for nothing. That's why we have to keep teaching them a lesson. I tell you what makes a real man. A truck to pull stuff,
Я посмотрю, что можно раскопать. Я буду следить за тобой, Томми.
Is working on it right now. I know, I read about it. I tell my kids not to kiss other kids at school. It might be an android, suck your brains out. You must have seen the mini-series event on television. I read it in a book. We've got to stop looking at the stars, all this science fiction, and focus on the family. Now, if you really want to dance like you're on the moon, go there and leave us in peace. And that's a fact.
What's a fact?
Daddy needs change for $1.
Get out the way!
Hey, pretty thing, I'll show you.
I don't play that game.
Идиот!
I serve for the beating.
Hey, mister, don't get so close. Holmes, Florida does not want you. Please, die somewhere else. What's wrong with Nevada or Kansas? We want a river. We need a river. The Freedom River.
And what about the other crimes? It seems car crime, fashion crime, drugs, everything is on the rise.
Absolutely. Of course it is. When I was in Uganda, people were poor, but they were happy. The more you have, the less you have. And that's kind of what I'm all about. There's satisfaction in spending all day weaving a basket, rather than just buying one at the store. At one point in Uganda, I saw a great lake of sand and a massive speaking dog. It was a dog of love, not of hate. It was a spirit journey.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about hopes, dreams, the magic of television, especially public television. Puppets can say what men cannot.
Yes, but how will that stop people taking...
Я не могу в это поверить. Он не виновен, пока я не скажу другое.
Caribbean Sea, free to run things our way, singing Kumbaya in the sunshine. No school, no tax, free barbecue and pinball for everyone. Sophisticated entertainment.
Yes, but what about the little guy? What about the guy who is standing there saying, I like being part of America. I like it a lot. I get public radio. I can hear Maurice Chavez. I own a small one-bedroom home. A business selling flowers to people stuck in traffic. 3 or 4 radios, all turned on to VCPR. A dog. 15 ice cubes. But I don't feel safe. I'm worried about gangs.
Gangs are a myth put out by the liberal elite to patronize and demean the working man. I mean, what kind of right-minded youth from a poorer background is going to spend his time stealing things and posing in silly clothes when he could be getting ahead with a minimum wage job and making his parent proud? The dream of America is to live in a duplex and share a yard. Why would
А кто мне за это заплатит? Будь осторожен.
Street. Or the man having his motorcycle stolen. What about him?
Or her. Some of the best bikers are really women. Anyone can join our group. This is about poor people getting together.
But your father owns half of Florida. How are you part of the working class?
Like I said,
Well, you'll have to walk somewhere else.
Damn, Hardy, you look a hot dish.
These girls are